Fredrik, 39. Movies. My signature model, PRS, Fredrik Åkesson model. Indian food, very spicy. Black Sabbath. Toothbrush. No, not really. I grew up with metal in a way, and that's where my heart belongs, in metal, of course. It's very dynamic, I think, but it has been like that since the first album. Mm-hmm. I wasn't in the band then, but maybe I still think we have that dynamic element on the new album as well, even though the new album doesn't have any growl vocals. And it's slightly different sounding, but it's still very complex, like all the other albums, I think. Either it was people wasn't into doing the music anymore, maybe they wanted to do something else, you know. Mm-hmm. I think that was the reason why Per was leaving the band now at the end of the recording session of Heritage, because he needed to do something on his own. But one thing that I think is a bit strange is that the old members, apart from Per, but the other guys doesn't seem, I don't think they're playing music anymore. Okay. No. Which is kind of surprising. Mm-hmm. Actually, Martin Lopez does play music. Okay. He has a band now, I know. It's good. We have a good atmosphere, vibe within the whole band, I think. We actually do go out and have a beer. We tour a lot. Mm-hmm. When we get back home, we actually do meet up and go to the pub or something, you know. But with Mikael, he was the first I got to know in the band. Mm-hmm. And I know him quite some time before I joined the band. Mm-hmm. We have a good working relationship, and we're also friends, good friends. But he's still the boss of the band. Mm-hmm. But he's a good boss. He's not, you know, he doesn't have a big-headed ego in a way. No, not Arch Enemy, because I was asked to leave Arch Enemy because Chris Amott, that was the reason I started playing with them, because Chris Amott left the band because he wanted to focus on studying. Mm-hmm. But then he regretted himself and wanted to come back, and I had to leave the band. Mm-hmm. Then I joined Opeth a couple of months after. But the only band I work with still is Crux, a doom metal band I play with. Mm-hmm. And we actually have an album that came out last week called Crux 3, He Who Sleeps Amongst the Stars. Mm-hmm. So that's, but the guys in that band is Leif from Candlemass and Matt Slavin, who used to sing with Yngwie and Therion and stuff. Mm-hmm. So it's more of a band, since we're so busy it's difficult to play live, but when we have the opportunity we will play. I don't really think it is a message. I know since Michael writes all the lyrics, they're very, very personal to him. Mm-hmm. Only the music. I never wrote in the lyrics with Opeth. We co-wrote the track on the new one, on the special edition for the new one called Pyre, and on the last album we co-wrote Porcelain Heart. When I was a kid, I started playing violin. Okay. Actually, I played here when I was 9 years old in Austria, in a church somewhere. I had pictures of me when I'm 4 years old with a guitar and rocking, so I was interested in playing guitar at a very early age. Not really, because now we have so much touring ahead. Yeah. We've done almost 60 shows now for this tour. Mm-hmm. But so it's going to be another 1.5 year touring, or maybe 2. Mm-hmm. So we don't have any new songs yet, and we don't know what it's going to be like. It's definitely going to be something different from Heritage. Yeah. And it could be the most aggressive album ever, you never know. I think we like to be a bit unpredictable. Mm-hmm. So, but don't think we like to repeat ourselves. We don't. When we started working for the Heritage album, Michael wrote a couple of songs that sounded a bit like a continuation of the Watershed album. Mm-hmm. But then he finally just deleted those and went in a new direction. Mm-hmm. So we'll see what happens. I do like it. It's something that I've struggled to do my whole life, to do this full-on touring thing, but of course it's a bit of sacrifice with family and friends and all. You're away so much. Mm-hmm. The traveling is boring, of course. Mm-hmm. But playing the show is always fun. Yeah, once our drummer managed to flood a room at Manhattan in New York. Mm-hmm. He fell asleep and put the bathtub on. So when he woke up, there was this much water in the whole floor. And it fell down 4 floors, so the room beneath him, the whole ceiling fell down. But luckily nobody was in the bed, but because everything just fell on the bed. And in America, you know, you can get sued with big... Yeah. I don't really think theoretical when I play. I try to find some energy or sound in my head and try to connect with that. But I think it's important to know what all the modes sounds like so you can relate to them and put them into context. I was married. I got divorced 1.5 years ago. Mm-hmm. I have a girlfriend. I have a son who is 21 years old. So I became a father when I was 17, and I turned 18 a couple of months after my son Tim was born. Mm-hmm. I actually got my first tattoo when I was 37 years old. Mm-hmm. And I'm still kind of working on it. It's here. It's a girl called Sarah who made she made this phoenix bird first. Mm-hmm. And skulls, and it's not really done yet. Yes. Still some work left there. Mm-hmm. Where it hurts the most. Mm-hmm. If we're home, I try to spend time with family and friends, and I like to take a walk in the forest, just charge batteries, and yeah, just live a life, you know. That's quite different from the touring life. After you've been touring for a couple of years, even though we're back home a week here and there, you feel kind of empty. You don't know how to work like a normal human being. You're like, where are the signs? Where am I supposed to go? You're a bit retarded when you get back, but then you slowly get back to the normal kind of life. Yes, Black Sabbath.